Hello everyone, welcome to Astro Navigator. In this series, I will talk about some basic astrology about the birth chart and also some tip of astrology that we can apply in everyday's life. Especially, I want to help people want to learn astrology to understand the more deep meaning in the astrology. And there is some basic confused issue. I'm really happy to talk about it. For example, on Monday, this is for the 23rd of October, 2023. On the Monday, we have the sun move into the Scorpio. So, how does the people has a sun in Scorpio are different from the moon in Scorpio? This is some very basic astrology question. So. We know that when people talking about a Scorpio, people usually say, oh, they are terrified, or they are very discreet, or maybe people are afraid about them. Okay, let's break this down slowly. So the first, when we say the Scorpio star sign in the so-called astrological tropical zodiac, that means this is the position where the sun moves between like 30 day after the autumn equinox, or let's say September equinox to the 60 day. So in this area, we call it Scorpio, which usually when sun come to here is for the north hemisphere is the autumn, or in America we call fall, and then that means the weather become little cooler, and then we can sense that kind of the daylight is shorter and the night is much longer. So usually, as in the astrology, Scorpius has the meaning related to death and the rebirth, crisis. But don't forget that for astrologer, Scorpio is a water sign. Water are related to our emotion and the feeling, but also they are more likely to reflect and react, waiting for the stimulation, and then they will do something. They don't do it things. They don't do things spontaneously. They waiting for stimulation and then they will react. In the traditional astrology, we say Scorpio is this water sign. They are more calm, quiet, and laid back. Well, somehow modern astrologer sometimes have a different explanation. I don't want to go through here, but that could be, somehow that they still emphasize the feeling and the emotion. That is true, but this doesn't mean they are emotional, like most people think about. Emotional is like a crazy people. So this is the Scorpio. And also another thing we need to know about the Scorpio, they are fixed sign. So they hold things. Each fixed sign hold things. So Scorpio is a water sign and a fixed sign. So they hold the feeling. Therefore, the memory or what happened before, what make them feel before, what make them feel happy before, what make them feel hurtful before, those history, those story, they were always holding in their heart. Now, come to the difference between sun and the moon. Okay, astrology 101. Okay, sun is what we want. Sun is what we want, what we looking for, what we chasing for. What kind of quality make us feel proud, make us feel alive, make us feel energy, and what we identify with. So in this way, people has a sun in Scorpio, they identify themselves with how they handle the crisis, how they handle the emergency situation, life and death situation. They will be very proud if they can deal huge crisis. Usually, these type of people are they very good in the crisis management. Okay, because they can see from the past and they can prepare for the future, and they are calm, they are quiet. These are what they are good about. Also, the Scorpio thinks about the crisis or about the feeling, what they feel before, and the inner feeling or grief or happiness they're hiding, they're holding inside their heart are usually the source of their action. So Sun in Scorpio, they are proud to be handling the crisis. They are good in the emergency situation, life and death situation. They are very proud if they can handling all these crises. And this is what they are good for. And also bring them energy. But people talking about how about the moon in Scorpio? That is totally another story. Okay, don't mix them together. Moon is not proud. Moon is our past. Moon is our family. Moon is our childhood, our memory, and what nurturing us, what make us feel safe and satisfied. It's not happy, but it's like feel secure and safe. So moon is like the food you need to eat every day. It's not great food. It's not a big party, or it's not go to the luxury restaurant. No, it's what feeds you and make you feel, fine, I'm fine now. So when we describe the moon in Scorpio are very different from the sun in Scorpio, because when you have sun in Scorpio, you achieve that things that will make you so proud, so great. You are feel you are king of the world. But the moon in Scorpio, when you fulfill that moon in Scorpio's task, that simply make you feel secure, satisfied, and calm. So therefore also moon sign, moon in Scorpio is the way how we deal with our emotion. For example, for the moon in Scorpio, when if there's anything happen in their life, people hurt them, or people be nice to them, they will always remember that, and they will always respond with it. They may not say it, but they will have they will, they will remember it for a long time until they die. And also moon in Scorpio, the things about what make them feel sensitive, and that would be very interesting, because it's a kind of a sign very protective. Scorpio ruled by the planet Pluto and Mars. And the Pluto in the mythology, we call it Hades, which is the god of underworld. So that's why also, Scorpio related to death or crisis or hidden treasure. But also it in the mythology, he owned the invisible armor, so that people usually couldn't see them. So that's why moon in Scorpio, they usually try to hide their background. They don't want to know. They are very protective about their family, their background, and the people they love. So they usually don't want to open it up unless it is very important, unless this person they can trust. Trust issue is another thing related to moon in Scorpio. More 100%, thousand times more than sun in Scorpio. Moon in Scorpio because it's about emotion. It's about security. So they are not allowed people betray them. The first, they will prevent this happen. They'll be very careful, not really open up to stranger until they can 100% trust them. But at the second, once you betray them, the story will be no longer the same. You will be treated in very different way. They maybe forgive you, but never going to forget about used to betray them. So this is a different. Okay, the sun is what I want, what makes me feel alive, how we get glory, and how I make myself proud. But the moon is how I make myself feel safe. Moon is Scorpio, trying to protect everything to make themselves feel safe. That's why maybe it is a huge task in the everyday's life. You hide everything, protect everything, and they hold the tension. Maybe that's why moon in Scorpio in a traditional astrology, we call it is a moon in the fall. This is like a moon maybe just want to relax, have a cup of tea, or maybe a glass of wine or gin and tonic, and talk with a friend. But the moon in Scorpio probably have no time for that, because they are always intense and they protect themselves and protect people they love. So this is today's Astro Navigator. We share a little bit different about the sun in Scorpio, moon in Scorpio, because Scorpio is coming, the Scorpio season is coming. And then if you like this series, please like and share and tell your friend. And if you have any feedback or question, please leave in the comment area. And or you suggest